Hello everyone, War Angel here and welcome back to the Eastern Roman Empire campaign for Total War Attila. Well, I say Total War Attila, but after the previous episode where we killed the man himself, maybe not so much. But now that we've dealt with Attila himself and the Huns now have just been reduced to a typical horde faction, I want to chase them down and eliminate them from the campaign. But they're kind of spread around at the moment, mainly in Germania, but with one or two hordes elsewhere, so we're going to have to hunt them down and deal with them before I move on to the next chapter, so to speak, of the campaign. But we also got a couple of other things to deal with. So for example here we've got one of my legions marching down towards Alexandria, I think, yep, in order to take out the Nabataeans that have rebelled against me in a few episodes ago. So we're going to move him here, and the next turn I can send him after the armies, capture Perantonium back from them, and then march down south in order to take their lands from them. I think after rebelling against me, I don't feel that they should deserve to keep them, so but I'm not going to raise them to the ground, I'm just going to take them for myself. So we've got the legion here led by Hilarius Taurus, and he'll be able to deal with them next turn. We've also got a ship, or fleet I should say, here. We're going to move these guys, I think, back to... Which one of these had the military base? Not that it really matters, considering they're all on the same province, but Gatinia has. Okay. We're going to move you guys back. What's this? Plus 4% naval replenishment, 8% imports. Okay, so because we're sharing the section of the sea, it means that we are going to have some issues at the moment with replenishment, and in fact it's very, very tiny. It's going to take 5 turns for them to get back to full strength. What I'm going to do, I think, is this. We're going to pick all these, and I'm just going to merge them instead. Brings them back to full strength, and then we only lost out 2 units. We can do the same with the artillery crew. And no, we'll keep the Greek fire Dromons for the moment, I think. But I will spend a bit of money because I think we should have upgraded ships now, should we not? What's this? Barrage Liberian? Okay. What's the difference? Extra 200 hull strength and extra 150 missile damage. That could come in use, but it is an extra 150 roughly. So we'll just use another one of these, I think. Do the 3 of them. What else did we pick up? We got a Liburnian Gallery. Okay, we've already got some of these. What's these? Dromonarian Ballista Skirmisher Ship. Interesting. I think that's got a ballista on it? Huh. Okay, let's give it a try. Oh, I don't know, it does more damage. I'll tell you what, we'll bring a couple. And we'll bring, what were these? Heavy melee. Okay, so these are actual proper marines. These are going to be more heavily armoured than our lighter ones. But I'm pretty happy as it is. We can take 3 turns in order to get our fleet back. What else do we need to deal with? We've got rebellion over here. Okay, let's go and kill these. Okay, fairly easy auto resolve, so we're just going to do that. We'll go for balanced. No need to do anything else different. There we go. Okay. Let's take on the warriors.
Commander.
Now, what am I going to do with this army? I think for the moment...
At your command.
How's Nicomedia look? Yeah, we'll move them back here for the moment.
Set up the watch.
And is there anything we can do here to try and help improve matters a little bit? We do have a scriptorium, but let's build a bathhouse in order to try and get sanitation a little bit better in the province. And we'll get a farming colonial as well. I think that would do quite nicely. Is there anything else that springs to mind? Okay, we've got a horde here. And what we got? We've got spies up here. 2 legions there. No, that's agents. Okay, we got another army up there. Oh yeah, he was on his way down to attack Leopolis. Now, the thing is about attacking Leopolis, I don't particularly need it. So, because Africa's got the rest of the province. So I'm just going to allow the 3rd Legion underneath my faction leader to go down and raise it to the ground. Or can we subjugate it? I'm not really fussed, to be honest. Who are these guys? Antian Separatists. Interesting. Okay, let's go down and attack. Okay. It is a reasonable battle. I mean, we could fight it. But I am trying to get a couple of turns worth of content done at the moment. It's just something I've noticed when I go through my screen saves. Ugh. going through my save files, as I mentioned in other episodes, that I could spend an entire 30-minute episode on one turn because of just talking and getting things done. So I'd rather try and get... oh crap, just talking, didn't I? That's okay, we can just abandon it instead. We'll do is we'll just dismantle these, dismantle this, dismantle this, and abandon the village. Don't need to keep it, so that's that. Okay, so we got one horde here. Now I'm a little bit worried because it's within marching range of Romula, which is not defended right now. Although, saying that, Romula is a garrison colonia, so it has a bigger garrison and basic walls. I'll tell you what, we'll have spies here. Can we reach him with my spies? We can indeed. These guys were heading off in a different direction, but if we can hinder and misdirect the horde instead, that would be fantastic. Let's get yourself going a little bit more quickly if possible. There we go. Let's see. Huh? Oh no, this is not about my agent, this is about the rebel army. It's one of the delayed... Thank you. Critical failure, he's been wounded when trying to escape. Well, that's not what I want to hear. I wonder. Okay, his cannon is actually pretty good. So it's no wonder we're not having much of a chance. Oh no, can you reach it though? Oh no, you can't reach it just yet, can you? No, you can't. Where's the... oh, this is the guy. Okay, let's try this one. Hinder. Okay, to be fair though, it's only a 45% chance of actually succeeding. So I'm hoping this time we're going to have a better chance. Let's find out. Failure. Of course. Okay. Well, we've got 2 legions on their way down in order to deal with them, and I would like to try and catch up with them if I can. So what I'm thinking... Okay, what we'll do is this. If I force march these guys, can they make it? Yes, they can. They can make it to a pull-in. Okay, and you guys... I'm going to force march you guys. I'm going to put you outside a pull-in. Oh no, you can't... Okay, you will still count for reinforcements, just in case there's any attack. And we'll send this agent then after the horde as well. We won't be able to get there this turn, but maybe we can catch up with it next turn and deal with it then. Okay, anything else that needs to be done? I'll tell you what, make it easier. Just click on here and pop through. You guys, to be honest, you guys are pretty okay up here. Do I really need to keep you? I mean, this is the guy who's really influential and could lead to problems, so I feel tempted just to disband the army and then move it down elsewhere. Let's do that, I think. That and that. Duna, you're being kept as that. That's fine. We're keeping the Sandruga Patriarch's Hall because it's giving me an extra 9% wealth from all buildings and all the regions in the nearby provinces, which also include Hyperborea and Govskanza. I suppose I even transcribed Parthia, but that's my ally, not myself. Okay, over here we've got the Danes. We've recently managed to subjugate the Danes, but they're not really happy with me, and I don't know how long they're actually going to keep on my friendly with me until I actually have to deal with them again. So for the moment, let's just move my Asilius Lurko back here to Rugion so we can get some replenishment going. What else can we do?
We hunger for battle.
Okay, we've got a horde here. Right, let's go down and deal with them. So, send you. Okay, slow down a second. There we go. The Bloodletters, very easy battle. We're just going to auto-resolve this as well. Right. Keep that. Okay. So the question is, what to do next with this army? And I got an army here as well. I want to use these against the Huns if they're nearby. And do know they're pretty much in Germania, so let's do this. You may remember I mentioned about this in a previous episode in order to try and find Attila. Well, if we can find the Huns, here we are. Okay, their faction leader, Oktar, happens to be in the same region as Eubuzus, which is the Alamans' capital. Okay, so they are somewhere. Where are they? Somewhere in this sort of area of the map. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's send my 2 legions this way to deal with them. So we got
At
this
your
legion
command.
here. Let's move you. Oh, hang on.
Make haste.
Oh, go over here. Deal with this. Okay. Again, I'm going to auto-resolve because the balance bar are very much in my favour. And this time around, though, they got the large onagers, and I don't know how much they actually count for the balance bar. In terms of if I go defensive, they may actually defeat me. So let's go aggressive and try and rush them instead. Okay, it worked. Fantastic. That's another horde dead. Although I didn't see who was leading it. Was it Ock? No, it's not him, is it? No, it wasn't. Okay. Oh well. Maybe another time.
Ready for battle.
Okay. Let's
Ready
continue
for
moving
orders.
you. I don't know, are the elements actually at war with the Huns? I'm not sure. So what, we'll leave you here for now. And you can
Ready
march
for
up
orders.
and join up with them.
Would that I were as swift as the angels.
Okay, no sign of them yet, but they're probably somewhere around here. Why are you suffering from attrition? Interesting. Okay, we got the other army here. Now I could send them up north, but what I'm thinking is actually to go down and attack the Roman province. What's the split one? Italia itself. Okay, we could go after Roma and take it from the rebels. That would be easy enough. Florentia. To be honest, they're not at war with me at the moment, so what I'm thinking is just to leave it them for the moment, and instead go down and attack Rome. If we're lucky, we can then colonize this area, Neapolis, before it gets colonized by someone else, and then I can see what to do next with Florentia. I might just keep them because then they actually act as a buffer between any enemies coming down to attack us, or I can let the Romans take it, or I could do it myself at some point. But how long is it going to take for me to get there with my legion? It's the most important question. It's 3 turns. Okay, what we'll do then, come back onto you. We're going to force march these guys down to here. This should give me a little bit of action movement, and in theory next turn I should be able to attack Rome and take it for myself. Is there anything else that needs to be done? You guys... You know what? I could technically have used this army and start marching towards the Nabatea in order to try and help out a little bit. In fact, that might be a good idea. It's only a smaller army, but it may help out to just try and get there quickly. Yeah, we'll get there in a couple of turns. We're on reasonably good terms right now. Over here, and the garrison is pretty strong, so we should be fine. I will spend a bit of money though to upgrade the Sympium. We've got fish and jetties, so we've got food coming in, although we are negative right now. Public baths. Let's, as great as it is for the public order and the culture bonus, I'm going to swap this over to our own, so we can actually get a bit of extra food coming in. Let's see, extra growth. Let's go for the reservoir. We can actually upgrade as well. Oh, we can't afford anything. Okay. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, where are we? You're going to be taking attrition along the way. That's okay. Anyone else that needs to move? Can I move you? Oh, of course, we're attacking Dagestan. Now, you should be taking attrition as well.
Cower like
In fact, they are.
kenneled dogs.
So, I'll tell you what. Nice, easy. We're going to go protected, I think. Great. So now I need to choose what to do next with them. We're going to have this options come up now. Oh, sorry. We lost 329. That's easy enough. Okay. I feel tempted to actually subjugate them, but the thing is, I don't own any of the regions in this province. It's split up between my puppet states, Lazica and Aria. So I think what I'm going to do instead, I'm just going to raise the settlement to the ground.
Ready for orders.
Because it's not even the province capital, so if it was, I would have felt more tempted to keep it. But we're going to let it raise, and we can free up this legion to march back. So what we need to do is wait and see which one of my puppet states is going to take it for themselves. You are keeping things under control there. You're all done.
Reporting.
Okay, that's everyone. Right. If you can let me do, of course. Thank you. Of course, we've got all these to do. Okay, your general.
Battle.
I'll just give you I'm not too fussed about this. When it's not something like a narrative Let's Play, I don't really feel any real loyalty towards my characters. I just pick the stuff because I know they're going to be reasonably useful in combat. Let me see. None of these are going to be that much use. We'll leave because he's an admiral. Did I have something which may be useful for fleets, maybe? Oh, this we go. Hostile contested waters, plus 10 integrity. That sounds great. Anything else here? Ranged units, ranged infantry. Sanitation, Frisian bodyguards. Yeah, let's just give you a swineherd. Why not? Lucius, you're my governor. Okay, we can see if we can give you anything for here. Let's give you a rated practice shield. Why not? We got 3 points to spend here. Okay, it's done. Cannon. Corruption. Okay, let's do that. And get 2 points here as well. That should give me a little bit of extra income. Agents. I don't really care about agents. I just pick and choose them like randomly like this.
Commander.
Don't even know what that does. What does it do? Sabotage army. Okay. Reduces enemies' armor ammunition.
At your
Cool.
service.
Investigate corruption. Let's give you that point there. Yeah, investigate corruption, sure.
At your command.
General, you're leading one of the legions. Okay, let's give you that. No, let's give you this one for the extra integrity. And let's just give you a couple of extra items. Let's see. Extra 20% movement range. Sounds fantastic. That one actually looks just good there. And I did see we got some special ones thanks from the mods I've downloaded. So we're going to give you... Yeah, we're going to give you Frisian bodyguard, I think. That would be good. And for yourself... We'll give you a point there for now. But this is the guy that's leading my small little army here. I might see about disbanding the army. I might send him up to Constantinopolis and start building them into a proper army. And if I do that, I need a better general than him. But he's okay for now, just to keep the garrison under control a bit. But Christ, this is what I mean. We've only went through one turn, and even though I was going fairly quickly without jumping around and all that, 17 minutes this has actually gone through. Jesus. But it does give me an opportunity to have a discussion with what my thoughts have been about what to do next in the campaign. Now, we want to eliminate the Huns and have another faction that is eliminated from the campaign as a result. Because I think I got 9, I think it was, 8 or 9 more to deal with. Might be 10. It's about that number anyway. But now they've been pretty much reduced to a fraction of their former glory. I need to decide what to do next. And you guys are running away, you bastards. Okay. Anyway. Oh, this is actually what I was talking about. Okay. Can we actually move the screen around a second? Right. Okay. So this is what I was thinking. The next real target for me, I'm thinking, was to either go against the Alamans or go against the Saxons. Now, the reason why is because here's my lands here, and my puppet state here of Africa. Now, if I go after the Saxons, I could actually take Hercynia, Constanza, and start marching into Germania. And, well, it seems up to Frisia. So that would allow me to get a fair bit of land from them as a result. The Franks then as well. Well, if I go to war and they join in, then the Franks will join in. So I will have a chance to regain Britannia as well, which would be fantastic. In fact, I think it would be better for me to do that than to go up against the Alamans. Because the Alamans have this stretch of land right through the middle. But even if I took that, it'd still basically have all this to deal with. So yeah, I'm going to have to enter the war on the side of my ally. Was hoping to put this off a little bit longer, but we'll do this. We do have a few legions up there, and thanks to dealing with the Parthians, I should have another legion I can march over here as quickly as I can.
I come to ask this.
What's this now?
Will you stand with us and show courage and honor? Will you attack?
You want me to join the war against the Rugians, which is the survivors. You know what? I think I will. Yeah, let's do it. They're pretty small. I don't think there's going to be much for me to worry about with the Rugians. And I do happen to have my faction leader up near there, so I can easily march him over there to deal with them. That is going to leave my province a bit unsecure at Govatsganza, but we do have 2 regions there, and I can actually march down and take the one which is in the middle. And depending on how strong the Rugians are, I might actually be able to defeat them in like defensive battles anyway, rather than have to send an army after them, which is just going to be a long drawn out. There's only a few survivors. I don't even know if they've got a horde. Was it just a fleet of ships? I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out. Oh, excuse me. I'm dealing with a bit of a cold right now. It's typical. I always seem to catch them as well whenever I start a new place of work. Oh well, it could be worse. It could be man flu. Okay, so here we go. We've now got the White Huns. We've got picked up another Thracian bodyguard as a result. That's nice. Okay, let's deal with these. So, first of all, let's march back up to here. Right. Okay, so they've taken... We could actually go and recolonize this if I wished. In fact, what I'm thinking of doing is... Can I actually do that? Let's pick out just some generic guy that I've already recruited. Let's choose you. We'll give you whichever bodyguard that's going to be thing. I don't care if he takes attrition. We can send him over here next turn and actually recolonize the region. Oh, hang on. Oh, the Franks didn't join in. Okay, that is going to be useful. That is very useful indeed to know about. Okay. You've got the Wales Way right here, but if they attack, there's not really anything they can do. Duna is right here. That's okay. Right. You guys... Can we send you towards Achilles? That's going to take 2 turns to get there. Or do I move you guys towards Teleferdum? That's their capital. If we go after that, that'll be a major boost for the war. And we can just about get there in 1 turn as well. We got artillery, so let's risk it. Let's risk it.
None will escape.
What's wrong with a little bit of risk in this world? There we go. We attack. Now, thanks to our research, we've been actually getting access to heavy tier siege equipment. So heavy siege towers, we've got standard ladders still, banner rams. But we can actually attack this, and it's going to be a quick auto-resolve again. They do have some good units here, which is not surprising considering. But we do have a bit more of an advantage, and we've got catapults, so we can just auto-resolve this straight away. In fact, because of... I'm going to do this as protective, because we did have more ranged units, and just like that we have taken the Saxon capital. We're showing them that we mean business. We did take quite a few casualties though, but we haven't lost any units, so that's fine by me. We can actually get ourselves occupied.
We hunger for battle.
We should be able to get them replenishing up now fairly quickly as well. There we go. Yeah, 3 turns, we'll be back to full strength. Okay, what do they have here and what do we need to destroy? Okay. I do want to convert over these buildings, I think, so we'll repair this one. Fur traders, Squalor is not really helping matters, I should say. We'll dismantle that so we can get a capital building done. We're not getting much food anyway, so to be honest, I might as well just disband the pastures for now. We'll repair this so we can actually convert it over next turn. We'll keep that just because it's giving me a little bit of extra food, which is useful. And we do have this as well, but I will have to convert it over eventually to one of my own. Okay, that's fine by me. But there we go, we've managed to take the Saxon capital straight away. I was expecting the things to be a little bit more difficult, to be honest. Okay, you guys are marching over there, that's fine. Okay, you're the ones from here. Right, we're going to get you guys to force march. And if it's going to take a while for them to actually get involved in any battles, but we can force march them pretty much all the way over to here to join up in Petrodava. It will take a little while, but it's going to be quicker than trying to get them to do it by sea or anything like that. Agents, go after the horde.
I revel in destruction.
Let's see if we can actually do anything this time. We already lost one of them when he tried to do something against them. So let's see if we can have any better luck with this spy. Failure.
My
Okay.
apologies to the Senate.
Can we try with this guy?
I revel in destruction.
It doesn't help that we got less than 50-50, but for those of you that have played games like XCOM, you will know by now that even though it might be less than 50-50, doesn't mean to say there still isn't a chance. Although Attila is showing me wrong this time around. Okay, you guys should be taking attrition, but you're not. We'll keep them there for now, and we'll just see what they're going to do next. We're going to move, though. Let's move you to Petrodava. That keeps you then out of any attrition as well. There we go. Okay, you're taking 2 more turns. We'll actually disband this one. And just get a few more extra ships, I think. So let's get another unit of batteries.
We need more ships.
And yeah, let's get a few more of these and another one of these.
Good, strong men.
Fact. Let's do that. Disband that.
We're going
Add
to
another
need
one
a
of
bigger
these.
fleet.
Okay. You're fine there. We'll actually have you marching down towards... Oh no, you've already moved towards Petrodava, haven't you? Okay. I'll tell you what we're doing now. We'll move... Fact. Oh no, that's... Let's move you guys towards Nitra... Okay. How long is it going to take you to get here? It's under siege already. Okay. Right. Lucius, let me just move you so we don't take any attrition this turn from the weather. Okay, we got a river. Ah, that's right, we got a river crossing.
On the
Okay.
move.
Just move you here for now.
You have
And
further orders?
fortify. There we
You
go.
there. Get to work.
Okay, you're doing a grand job there. Thanks, mate. Okay, what we're going to do with you guys. We're still after the Huns with these. Although I could use them now against the Saxons. Tell you what. You've moved to the other side of your business. Yes, you have. I'll tell you what. Let's go after some Saxons instead. We'll keep you guys here.
March.
Oh. Okay. I
Waiting
found
for
the
more
Huns.
orders.
Okay, let's see. Can we move you, tell you guys to come up here and attack? Come on. Should not be... Can we... There's all these agents in the way. It's hard for me to target. There.
Hear us, Lord.
Okay, we are taking a bit of attrition by going through the snow, but I'm hoping to at least track it down and kill him.
Make haste, men.
Okay, this could actually work in our favour now as well.
Ready for battle.
If we move my army,
Ready for
so it's within with reinforcement range... Okay, can we not... all these agents in the way is so annoying. Okay. Let's send you up here now. Oh, okay. It's not the way it was going to be what I was expecting. I was kind of hoping what was going to happen was my army would actually draw out the garrison from the town as well because of us being enemies and then having a mutual enemy in us. But it didn't seem that was the case. Instead... Okay, I lost a unit of spearmen. That's fine. We'll replenish and take on some warriors. And as a result now, we...
At your command.
Okay, tell you what. Let's go after Cassirgus.
We hunger for battle.
Okay, you guys can just come here and act as a reinforcing
At
army.
once.
We are taking more casualties still,
Ready for
but that's
further
okay.
orders.
You guys... Can we pick up a mercenary onager? Is there one available? Yes, there is. Fantastic. We'll do that. The Will of Tengri has been defeated. Okay, let's go after Cassirgus.
Laying siege to the settlement.
Again, a very easy battle. We're just going to go protective once more. And just like that, another settlement has fallen to us. Saxons should have really changed their mind when they heard that we were getting involved to defend our ally,
Ready
the
for
Huns.
orders.
There we go. Okay, they've actually... Oh, it's been raised. That's annoying. Okay, we're going to dismantle that, because it's just going to cost me money. We'll repair that. We'll keep that for now, just because it does give me food. And we need the food right now. Especially next turn, it'll actually jump up to plus 50, so that will help out. And then we can see about changing stuff over next time. And then this army can actually move up to take the rest of the province from them as well. We got here and here to take. Okay.
We hunger for battle.
Right.
Ready for orders.
You're going after that next turn.
Ready
Okay.
for battle.
You're going after Rome. Can we take out now this turn? We can indeed.
Besieging the settlement.
Excuse me. Okay, there is an army inside Rome already, but that's okay. We'll take it on nevertheless. What have we got to face? Palatine, Cohors, Fedatores, Gatari, Onagers, Lemon Tiny Bodyguards, Combatants, and Spears. I'm just wondering, should I save this for the next episode and fight them with my army, where we do have a bit of an quite the advantage against them already? Or do I just auto-resolve it and take the capital? Because, to be honest, my army would beat them quite easily. I've got axemen, which will be able to take on their swordsmen quite easily. My swordsmen will take on their spears. They've already got holes in their walls, so it's not even going to be much of a fight. We do have large onagers that can just drop explosive rounds and destroy their onagers before we even get close by. We've got plenty of cavalry that should be a lot better than theirs. And we've got more missile troops. You know what? I'm just going to auto-resolve. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's Rome, and I know it's a big deal to be facing, but on the other hand, it's going to be an easy battle, and I don't particularly feel like forcing it, especially now that we're coming near the end of the episode, and I want to get my turn finished. So we'll take it. We'll occupy it.
Ready for orders.
Done. Now let's see what damage has been done to Rome, and I need to fix it. Okay, we can repair that because we can swap it over next turn. We'll keep the library for now, but we can disband it another time. We'll dismantle that. Can we convert this into a banking house or a governor's house? That's fine. We'll keep that. Repair it. And we'll repair the walls itself. And the next turn as well, we can head down and recolonize Neapolis then. Assuming that no one else is going to get there first. Okay. Anyone else to deal with? You've already moved this turn. You're on your way down now. Okay, you're there. You've already moved. Actually, where are you doing at the moment? You're on Chaos costs. Things that are really good over here, to be honest. Let's move you elsewhere. I'll tell you what, let's start moving you down south. No, let's move you into Hercynia. Since we're now attacking the Saxons, we're going to have to convert over the population. Although, to be fair, wow. They're 45% Greek Christian already in the region. We haven't even been here yet. Huh. Okay, let me see. Public order is slowly coming up here. It's just mainly down to desolation at the moment and a bit of uncertainty, it seems. Never seen that before, uncertainty. I wonder what that actually means. Is it just because of like the rebellion and that happening that we'd had to deal with before, that maybe they're just uncertain about whether or not to stay with them or not? We'll see. See, let's go after you guys.
To victory!
Okay, want to run away? That's fine
On
with
the
me.
move.
Let's attack them again.
Leave none alive.
Oh, okay, what have they got? They got desert... Oh my god, these guys are terrible. Okay, they got camel warriors, which is something, I guess. And they got these skirmishers, but they've still got tier 1 bit units. That's shocking, considering these used to be a puppet state of mine. Ugh, you know what? I'm sorry guys, you're just gonna go. Decisive victory, nice and easy. We'll take them on.
Ready for orders.
And, oh, we defeated them. There we go.
Make haste, men.
Now, we'll attack Palatinonium. Strange. One, we outnumber them by so many people, it's unbelievable. We're over 10 to 1, and yet we haven't got a complete balance bar. Secondly, why do they only have a skirmishing unit? I mean, they didn't have any garrison that come out to fight, so... I don't know. Let's find out. We'll take it now, and we'll find out. Occupy...
Commander.
Okay. They haven't even finished building here. What? Somehow, they haven't got that building, but they've still got other buildings here, including the Desert Hermitage. Okay, we don't want that, because that's religious. And we'll repair that. I don't know, we'll pick that by random. What's the infertile? Let's start building up farming colonias in the region. Although we do have a nice lot of food here thanks to the olive presses. Governor's house. We can increase that to an estate. Food market, wine market. Let's go for a wine market. I know one of our objectives is to get a wine emporium, so that would be a useful step towards it. Okay. We got the rebel army here, but we do have an army coming over and then from the east that should be able to take them out in short order. I might send them after that next turn, we'll see. One more turn. You're staying here for now and letting the snow do its work against the Huns.
Commander.
Okay, you can stay here for now. Let's end the turn. Oh, I'll say end the turn. We've got all these to go through now. Let's just do that. A spy. Let's increase your infiltrate chance and surveillance. Let's give you that.
Orders.
General. Let's see. Infantry commander. +5 morale when defending on land. +3 melee defense. We'll go for that. I think an extra bit of melee defense will come in useful.
Commander.
And you guys up here being led. You've been fighting against the barbarians quite a bit, so we'll make you subjugators. And we'll see about working. Let's start working our way down here with the Limitane. Okay, end the turn. Okay, once we get to the end, through the end turn phase now, we'll end the episode. So you guys are marching down towards the rebel army. I should be able to take them out with this army, but I'm thinking it's still got a little while to go before it gets there. I might as well just send the army that's taken Paranatonium and deal with them and then send them down, and so we have the two armies heading towards Nobatia's territory, where I plan to just take it. I don't want to raise it, I'd rather just take it and convert it over to my own lands. After all, it's only fair. They're the ones who rebelled against me. If you know, a child of yours ends up doing something naughty and not listen to you, the only thing you can do is punish them by taking away their toys. And at least that's how I see it. First of all, let's get through the agent action, it seems, of the Saxons. Shouldn't be too... I'll tell you what, spacebar. Fast forward a little bit for me. Please. Didn't seem like I actually did anything. There we go. Okay, so we've got one army heading towards us. That's fine. It'd be easy enough to deal with. I'm actually quite happy now that the Saxons have declared war on us. This has made things a lot more happier for me. Like, I can take a lot more territory and start uniting the two sides of my empire now. It's fantastic. I wonder what I need to do about the Geats as well, because the Geats have got their main faction capital up in the north, but all their territory is in Spain. They're okay for the moment, they're not doing anything against me in particular, but I have to be prepared because a lot of factions don't like me still, so it could be an idea just to be prepared in case I have to deal with them, especially since I've left my Caesarea, I should say, exposed right now without a garrison as I've sent the army down south. The Huns, what are you doing? Normally if you're taking this long it means you've either using your agents or you've just raised the settlement to the ground, but you haven't done anything to me. Still need to track these guys down and kill them. Okay, you're moving towards my army. That's fantastic news. If you want to go
Will
up
you
towards
send
it...
your famous generals against these people who blight our lives?
No, I'm dealing with the Saxons first, and then I'll deal with the Franks. For the moment, though, if the White Huns want to keep raising the Saxon territories to the ground, by all means, I'm happy for that to happen. If we get lucky, we can actually get my agent here. My agent. Oh, what's this? The Antian separatists now have declared war on the Carthaginians. Now, I do want to actually keep this because they've got a fair bit of territory in the middle of my lands, and I need to contain this province. And since Africa's got these two, and Carthagia has got this one, I'd rather deal with them than with the separatists. So, yep, we're going to enter the war on the side of the ally. I think Lucius should still be fairly nearby, so it shouldn't take too long to get up to that. Oh, what's it called? Neapolis? Was it the place where we raised I raised it to the ground?
Is willing to lay down the sword. It
Nope.
is not we have the.
You can say sorry as much as you want, but you've decided to rebel against me, and just because I killed your main army, that does not mean you can just turn around and say sorry and expect everything to be forgiven. I'm a bit harsh, aren't I? Okay, so here we go. We're at the end of the turn. Nothing bad happened, which is always a good sign. Encourage descent, failure, critical success, that's annoying. You guys took some casualties, that was to be expected. But there we go, guys and girls. I'm going to end the episode here. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. We didn't have much in the way of battles, but I will be making sure to do it in the next episode. But until then, thank you very much for watching as always, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye for now.